Blake, where the hell are you? Geez, chill, I'm busy. Busy? Your break ended over 20 minutes ago. You left the office and just disappeared. Relax, man. I had to hit up the sneaker drop at noon. Everyone's trying to get a pair. I was doing morale-boosting retail therapy. Oh, for God's sake, you left in the middle of the day to buy sneakers? I mean, yeah, it's called mental health, Nathan. Maybe if you shopped once in a while, you wouldn't be so tense. This is the 4th time this week you've gone AWOL in the middle of a shift. Half of your team hasn't seen you since Monday. You're not some intern we just let float around. Please, I'm doing important stuff you wouldn't understand. Visionary level thinking, big picture strategy, executive networking. You're in operations, Blake. Your job is to process vendor contracts and update internal schedules, not to play influencer on company time. You sound like a middle school principal. Maybe you should try leading with a little less desperation. What I'm trying to do is keep this department from collapsing under the weight of your laziness. While you're off chasing sneakers and pretending to network, the rest of us are pulling double shifts. Wow, that was a lot of whining for someone whose job is literally spreadsheets. You think my job is spreadsheets? I've been here 10 years. I helped build the infrastructure you rely on to do every single aspect of your job. Whenever you feel like doing your job, that is. You've been here 8 weeks and already think you run the place. Because I do run the place. My last name carries weight around here. I walk in a room and people listen. You? People look right past you, Nathan. They always have. I don't care what your last name is. Around here, you earn your place with work, not by waltzing in late with iced coffee and a smug attitude. You don't get it, do you? I don't need to work. One day this entire company is gonna be mine. You're just holding my chair until I decide to sit in it. Then maybe sit in it long enough to learn how a calendar works, or a filing system, or what a quarterly report looks like. Wow, the jealousy is real! Look, just finish my reports or whatever. You're already at your desk, just knock 'em out while you're in the zone. You are not dumping your work on me. Not today, not ever. You're not some boy king whose job is optional. Careful, Nathan. You're walking a dangerous line here. No, Blake. You already crossed it. You treat this company like a joke and you treat me like I'm disposable. But I've got news for you. Your daddy's title doesn't make you bulletproof. Yeah? Well, if I decide to tell him about the way you're talking to me, you'll be the first to find out just how bulletproof I am. You want to bring your dad into this? Fine, because I've got plenty to say to him, starting with a full report on your complete and utter failure as an employee. You'd better watch your mouth, old man. You'll regret making me angry. I already regret letting it get this far. Now get your entitled ass back in the office before you make things worse for yourself. Blah, I think I'll take a long lunch. Peace, old man. Blake, what is this packet doing on my desk? It's got my name on it and it looks like a resignation package. Ah, you found it already. Nice. I wasn't sure how long it would take you to notice, but yeah, congrats. Today's your last day. You're joking! Tell me this is some kind of weird prank! Did you really hand in paperwork to HR behind my back? Oh no, Nathan! This isn't a prank. That document is 100% real! It even comes with a little severance bonus. Generous, right? You went to Human Resources and pretended to be me? How did you even get the CEO's signature on this? I didn't need to pretend to be anyone. I just explained the situation to my dad. I told him you were making my work environment toxic, that you've been bullying me, and that it's been damaging my mental health. I might have gotten a little emotional, maybe even teared up a bit. You should have seen his face. It worked beautifully. You cried to your father and told him I was harassing you? That's your idea of damage control? Damage control, please! I call it tactical influence. You wouldn't understand. Your emotional range barely stretches beyond passive-aggressive sighing. And your father just believed you without hearing a single word from me? Without even calling me into his office? He didn't need to. He trusts me. And frankly, he said your whole I'm everyone's supervisor attitude was starting to wear thin. Apparently, your emails give him a headache. So he told HR to prep the offboarding packet and send you on your way. No exit interview, no farewell party, no loose ends. Clean and simple. This is outrageous! I've been with this company for over 10 years! I've onboarded entire teams, salvaged vendor contracts, and literally rebuilt the internal ops system from the ground up! Exactly! You're basically the old wallpaper at this point. You've been here forever, and no one even notices you unless something goes wrong. It's sad, really. You don't get to erase a decade of work because you threw a tantrum and your dad caved. I'm not signing this, and I'm not walking away quietly. I'm going to his office right now and giving him a piece of my mind. That's adorable, Nathan, but good luck with that. Dad left this morning for his great American road trip. He's in an RV with no laptop, no cell phone, just him, the open road, and some country music playlist from the 90s. He's going off-grid for 10 weeks minimum. So unless you've got a flare gun and a map of Wyoming, I don't think you'll be reaching him anytime soon. So you waited until he was out of reach, then blindsided me with this? You planned this. Of course I planned it. What, you thought I was just wandering around this company clueless? I've been playing chess, my friend. You've been stuck on checkers. You want to talk about being clueless? You don't even know how to run the scheduling software. You've asked me for the login 3 times this month alone. Whatever, I'll figure it out. I've got the program you built, don't I? You know, the one that automates everything and keeps track of task progress? That's mine now. I'm keeping it. That program wasn't designed to run unsupervised. It needs regular updates and back-end maintenance, which I handle manually. You touch one wrong setting and you'll shut down half the internal workflows. Then maybe you should have made it less complicated. Honestly, it's kind of on you. I built that system to support a functioning department. It doesn't account for someone like you coming in and torching everything out of boredom. Well, I guess it's time for a stress test. Let's see how it handles a little innovation. No! What you're doing isn't innovation, it's sabotage masked as confidence. And when the company starts falling apart, don't you dare act surprised. I think we'll be just fine without you, Nathan. In fact, I think this place will finally breathe without your constant hovering and micromanaging. You are in way over your head, and when your father finally gets back and sees the mess you've made, don't expect anyone to shield you from the fallout. By the time he gets back, the company will be transformed. I'll be running things my way, and your name will be long forgotten. Just a dusty file in HR's archive. You can gloat all you want, Blake, but mark my words, I'm not the one who's going to regret how this ends. You are! Nathan! Hey, buddy! Long time no see! So, tiny little hiccup on our end. That program you built, the one with the task tracking and auto-scheduling, yeah, it kind of broke. Can you come fix it? Wow, look who suddenly remembers my number. Let me guess, the company's on fire and Daddy's not picking up? Okay, first of all, rude. Second, yeah, it's broken and everything's kind of, spiraling. And since you're the genius who built it, I figured you could just waltz in and push a few buttons. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, right? You fired me, Blake. What makes you think I'd lift a finger now? Don't be dramatic. I didn't fire you. I repositioned you into the job market. Anyway, it's not about the past. It's about teamwork. Come on, be a team player. You're unbelievable. Anyway, I don't work there anymore. I'm not responsible for fixing the fallout of your tantrums. Okay, but technically, you made the program, and it broke, which means you're still kinda on the hook. I think that's called, like, manufacturer accountability or something legal sounding. It's called you should have read the damn handover packet. I documented every maintenance step. I even put in little arrows so a dunce like yourself would get it. Did you seriously not open a single file? Oh, I would've. I totally would've. But a small issue. All the guys you gave it to either quit or got themselves fired. They were being super negative and kept expressing concerns, so I cleaned house. You fired the entire admin team because they questioned you? I mean, vibe-wise, they were dragging the energy down. They didn't get the vision. I needed people who believed in me. So now you're stuck with a bunch of yes men who don't know the difference between a task queue and a thermostat. Got it? Okay, wow, no need to be salty. And I am not stuck, I'm just navigating some temporary logistical turbulence. You turned your dad's office into a pseudo-bachelor pad, kicked out anyone competent, and now you're shocked the systems don't run themselves? That lounge was for wellness purposes. My girlfriend happens to be very calming, and the beanbag chairs were ergonomic. You ran a corporate department like a frat house. You ignored every warning, and now you want me to come crawling back to save you? I don't want you to crawl. God, no. That would be awkward. I just want you to swing by, fix your little software bug, and maybe grab a coffee on your way out. Not happening. Come on, I can't do this myself, and I really don't want to, do actual work. People are starting to expect things from me. It's exhausting. Cry me a river. You dug this hole, Blake. I'm not handing you a ladder. You were my boss, Nathan. Doesn't that mean anything? I mean, you used to care. You gave those long, boring speeches about mentorship and work ethic. Where's that guy? He got fired by a spoiled child who cried to his daddy. So no, I don't owe you loyalty. Not now, not ever again. You're really not going to help? At all? The system's locked, people are panicking, and I'm getting way too many emails. I didn't sign up for this. Then maybe next time don't fire the one guy keeping your operation afloat. You wanted control? Enjoy it! Unbelievable! You're actually enjoying this, aren't you? Immensely. Okay, look, I've been thinking. You're probably struggling for cash, right? I mean, no job, no health insurance, no pension. Must be rough. So here's the deal. I'll pay you to come fix the system. Quick job, easy money. Think of it as charity with a side of nostalgia. Blake, do you honestly think I'm that desperate? Well, you were fired, remember? And let's be real, you're not exactly management material. You do nerd stuff. The market for grumpy spreadsheet guys isn't exactly booming. But hey, if you play nice, I might even let you come back full time. Under me, of course, if you can behave yourself this time. Wow, generous offer, truly. Unfortunately, I already have a job, a real one, with a company that actually values its people. One of the CEOs I used to work with found out I was available and snapped me up. He offered me a salary 50% higher than what I was making over there. Wait, what? No, that's not how this works. You can't just go off and get another job like it's no big deal. Oh, I absolutely can, and I did. Oh, and those employees you pushed out, the good ones? Yeah, I brought a few of them with me. We're building something real, something productive and functional, unlike Nepo land over there. You stole my team? You threw them away. I gave them a better home. And the clients? Don't tell me you took the clients too. Those were my accounts. Again, not how this works. Clients follow people they trust. They didn't want to deal with your chaos, so when they heard where we went, they reached out. We didn't steal anything, they left you. This is unreal! You're ruining everything! The program's broken, the team's gone, clients are ghosting me! I'm drowning here! Do something! Not my problem, Blake. You kicked me out, remember? You declared the company was better off without me. Consider this your chance to prove it. Nathan, please, I'm asking nicely now. Help me! Just fix the program, walk me through it, something! You've always been good at that bossy tech whisperer stuff. Keep spamming and I'll block you. You made your bed, now lie in it. Maybe use one of those beanbags you bought for your fake office lounge. Come on, man. You were my boss. You can't just ghost me. That's not how this is supposed to go. I'm not your boss anymore. I'm not your fixer. I'm not your safety net. You threw all that away because you thought your last name made you bulletproof. Now look around. There's no one left to clean up after you. I didn't think you'd be so petty about this. And I didn't think you'd torch your own company in under 6 months, but here we are. Seriously, Nathan, please. You're the only one who ever actually knew what was going on. I'm begging you, just help me get through this. You can call the shots. Hell, I'll call you boss again. Nathan, come on, say something, anything. 2 weeks after our last exchange, Blake's dad finally returned from his grand soul-searching road trip. From what I heard, he nearly passed out the moment he stepped into the office and saw the place empty. Not just quiet, literally empty. Every employee gone, every desk abandoned. Only Blake, red-eyed and visibly sweating, was left behind, spinning in the CEO's chair like a guilty kid caught at the crime scene. Once Carter dug into what happened, the mass resignations, the lost clients, the collapse of operations, it didn't take long for the whole company to fold. 6 months. That's all it took for Blake to burn everything to the ground like a termite infestation in a wood cabin. Blake tried to run, didn't work. His father found him and shipped him off to live with some monk-like relatives. Rumor is even grown men cry by lunchtime over there. The CEO came to see me in person. He apologized profusely, which was nice, but unnecessary. I had already moved on with my life. I'm thriving now at a new company with better pay and, best of all, no nepotism.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.